Hello, my name is Brett Burke, and I'm an attorney here at VA Disability Group. Today we are going to discuss VA evaluations for visual impairment and other eye conditions. Some of the common conditions that fall under this DBQ are visual impairment, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, among many others. Service connection for visual impairment can be granted on a direct basis if the veteran has either a recorded onset of visual impairment or some specific event leading to the impairment in their service records. Absent sufficient evidence for a direct service connection, visual impairment would need to be granted service connection on either a secondary or aggravation basis, meaning that a different service-connected condition is either causing or permanently aggravating their visual functioning. Now, if we look at the applicable regulations, as we can see from the rating schedule, the regulations provide a general rating formula for diseases of the eye that assigns an evaluation based on either the veteran's degree of visual impairment or the frequency of incapacitating episodes. Those types of episodes are those that require treatment from a healthcare provider. The regulations instruct that the higher of the two evaluations is to be assigned. The rating schedule also distinguishes the individual's eyes and differing visual impairment in each eye that can result in different ratings. Also, many of the conditions listed are assessed based on a unilateral or bilateral impairment. Also, the VA considers disfigurement for some of the conditions. For example, neoplasms of the eye under diagnostic codes 6014 and 6015, ptosis absent visual impairment under diagnostic code 6019, and loss of eyelids under diagnostic code 6032. If we jump now to the DBQ for these particular conditions, turning over to sections 1A and 1B, these sections prompt the examiner to indicate any applicable diagnosis for the DBQ. As seen at the top of the section, it is noted that the examiner needs to complete the physical examination before completing this section. If we jump now to section 3 of the DBQ, this section is the main portion of the report, and it details the examiner's findings following a physical examination of the veteran. This is where the veteran's visual impairment and visual field is tested, an internal examination of the eye is performed, and any visual deformities are marked for those conditions where deformity is potentially considered when assigning a proper rating. Turning to section 4, this section is where any diagnosed eye conditions are indicated, and the DBQ provides a smaller portion to complete based on the rating criteria. For example, in portion 5 of this section deals with glaucoma. First, the examiner is to indicate which type of glaucoma the veteran has and which eye is affected. The examiner is further instructed to indicate if the veteran requires medication and if there is a decrease in the veteran's visual acuity attributable to the glaucoma. Under diagnostic code 6012 and 6013, a minimum of 10% is required absent any other compensable symptoms if the veteran requires medication. For veterans, it is important to indicate to the examiner any medications that you are on. We recommend not counting on the examiner to track down any records reflecting the use of medication. Make it clear to the examiner if you have medication for the condition. A unique consideration under this DBQ is under Section 7. The VA examiner is prompted to indicate any functional impacts that the veteran's visual impairment or eye conditions have on their lives. This is the veteran's opportunity to express both the day-to-day limitations and the larger scale effects that their poor vision and eye conditions have in terms of their ability to work. That concludes our video. Links will be available in the description box below, and there will be other resources on our website.